quit teaching. Yes, I did. I quit teaching because, yeah, no. While I was pregnant, I knew that my days of teaching were almost done. Like, I saw it coming. I just got so burnt out, and I didn't know. I honestly didn't feel like I was getting supported a lot at work, but that may or may not have been about me, to be honest with you. It could have just been my boss had a lot going on. I think she just became, yeah, she just became like dean, or was it dean or head of the department, whatever. She got like a bigger promotion. So I just was kind of done. Like, I didn't really want to commit, and it wasn't the actual teaching. Like, I actually liked actually teaching with the students, but it was a job itself, because I'm like super pregnant, super high risk, and I had a ton of work to do as a teacher, but was told you got to do this and that, all this other stuff, and having to go to meetings and keeping up with the outside things of teaching, as if teaching by itself wasn't enough. I just got so burnt out. I was like, well, when I went on maternity leave, from that January, it's like I knew. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna come back. I'm not gonna be in the classroom probably ever again. Like, I felt it. Like, and I was like, maybe this will go away because it's hormones. But I had my baby. I looked at time, and I just was like, I don't know if I want to go back to the stress, because I was able to step out. And once you kind of escape from that, it's hard to think about going back. Like, why would you want to? Hello. I taught over the summer. It was online. It was fairly simple. I didn't have to do like live lectures or nothing like that. But I wasn't feeling it. I had gotten a crazy schedule from my job. And that's when I looked at it. I was like, oh, they want me to go to this campus, this that's a lot of driving for the salary and gas prices, and I gotta figure out baby sitting and all this stuff. And by this point, I think when I got my crazy schedule, my baby was like maybe 4.5, 5 months or something like that. I was like, I'm not about to just dump my baby off somewhere. I was not ready, and I was still breastfeeding. No, it wasn't gonna happen. So I was just like, all right, I need to either tell them I'm out, or they're gonna have to adjust. And I'm thinking to myself, they have their own agenda. They have their own job. They have their own things they need me to do. And I'm like, this is enough time for me to tell them I ain't coming back. The nice thing I would say my boss did was, like, I sent my resignation. She called me right up like, girl, what? And I was like, yeah, I come back because I get it. She's a mother too. And so I was just like, the schedule's not working. I was like, I thought about it, and I'm thinking about it for a while. And you and I had this conversation exactly a year ago about how I would feel once I have this baby. And she was very understanding, and it was what it was. I did get a call from another department. So, yeah, I wasn't going to go back to teaching full time. In the classroom just was no longer for me. I could not commit in that way. Now, I think teaching part-time is just crazy. I made a whole series. Check out the adjuncts on YouTube, because that's from your girl. But I did a whole series about part-time teaching, how crap it was. And I'm like, I'd rather do that than to be full-time. Okay, yes, I'd rather be an adjunct. I said that. But I always said, if you're going to be an adjunct, that cannot be your primary income. I've always said that. You can't be an adjunct and expect to make like 6 figures and get all this salary benefit. It's supposed to be a part-time job. It'll be less stressful if you know what it is. Because once upon a time when I was an adjunct to like 3-4 different schools. That was extremely stressful. And I don't remember getting all those benefits, unlike when I was full-time. Because when you're full-time, it's like you're settled. But then you can get stuck. I honestly think that if I did not, if I did not go on maternity leave, I would have probably still, I would have tell myself, all right, I'll give it another year. It just wasn't for me. My old boss, I had a conversation with, he was just like, I saw this coming. I was like, and you ain't saying nothing, no. But he's like, I did. He said, your creativity is different from what is needed on campus. And I was like, I could have brought that, because God knows as a teacher, and any of those students will tell you, I'm not a regular teacher that's going to sit there and give a lecture and this is how it's going to be. It just doesn't work that way with me. And they know that. I don't care what they say from my professor. I am not grouchy. Unless it's an 8 o'clock class, which they stopped giving me. But the time was up. Time was up. And yeah, being an adjunct sounds way better now, because I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Teaching full-time had to go. It just did. Now, entrepreneur-wise, there's always Yoni Mac, which is totally different, which I can now focus on. It's a little bit different with the baby, because my little girl, oh my goodness, she's like over 1, and she's something else, y'all. Oh my God. Someone should have warned me. But Yoni Mac, as a business, as you know, I make products and I always expand. While I had my baby, I think my baby was like probably 3-4 months, right before I decided I was leaving teaching full time, I came out with different products, but I study a lot. Hence, I'm in the world of academia for like almost 15 years. So one thing your girl knows how to do is to thoroughly research. And so I said I'm going to expand on my soaps and scrubs and stuff like that is healthy for the body. And I just was able to just kind of refocus a lot of stuff on Yoni Mac and then make more money that way. It's just where I'd rather be versus where I am. And now my energy can go into my businesses. I mean, you all know, film, TV, commercials, working with businesses, content creating is what I do full time anyway. So I was like, I'm not going to starve. I mean, what am I competing for? $50,000 a year with benefits, with some sassiness going on, or double that, and happiness and balance and time for myself and my family. Like, I had to choose, and I did choose. It was a very scary choice, I'm not gonna lie, because like it's super cushiony. I was at this job for like 8 years or something like that, and I was comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, I was so comfortable because I was mistreated. I didn't have a crazy schedule, but things were changing so much over there. And I was changing, and I couldn't give them what they wanted. And if my girls need their Yoni products to be expanded, your girl has got to focus. So I quit teaching. I did. No longer is your girl Maclean a full-time professor. I'm out of there. Again, I don't mind adjuncting, teaching a 1 class or 2 here and there, but not English though, because I need a break. I'm not grading papers and grammar and all that stuff. Sorry. Not going to happen. But I just couldn't give them my whole self. And so I can now give y'all my whole self because it's twin. I'm true to myself. Hence why my nails never done, because I'm always making products. I'm so scared. Like, somebody commented that, like, why aren't your nails ever done? Like, I used to have, like, my nails done. But when you're making products, don't nobody got time for all that. Not to mention, you're chasing a 1-year-old all day that will chew your nails and your nails break. And I don't always have time to run to get my nails done. It's like, it's a process. So I don't do it. It's clear nail polish, keep the nails clean, keep pushing. And I do wear gloves when I make products. But like with the extra acrylics and stuff like that, I don't always have time. I was brave. That was scary. Like, who quits their job after you have a baby? Like, no. But it was either I had to choose who my baby was going to be, if you know what I'm saying? And teaching was not it. It just was not it. Girl, I had to go. What if any of my coworkers or old coworkers can see this? Like, there wasn't no shade to y'all. Like, no shade, but your girl had to go. I can have that. I'd love to say I miss you, but I don't. Like, I didn't miss it one day. Like, I think, again, I was overdue. And I also wanted to know if they were going to kick me out at some point. I doubt it. But eventually, we had to break up. So go after your dreams, y'all. Just saying. Till next time. Don't forget to subscribe. And drop a comment. If anybody was brave enough to leave their job, I want to hear your stories. Bye.